What's going on, Virgo? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective Virgo reading. For those of y'all that are new here, Virgo messages are typically dropped on Tuesdays. So if that's an energy that you are wanting to keep up with or tap into, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, okay? We are about to get into a collective Virgo energy just to see what it is that Spirit has for you, what it is that you need to know and or be aware of at this time, okay? Do keep in mind that these messages are collective messages, so they may or may not resonate with each and every one of you. Also, keep in mind that these messages are not directed towards any specific area or aspect of your life, okay? So as I am delivering the message, you can pick up what Spirit is putting down and then apply it to whatever area or aspect of your life that you deem necessary at this time, okay? Now, with that being said, we are about to tap into the collective Virgo energy. Let's get into it. All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know their hearts and you know their situations. I ask that you give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with an open mind and an open heart. I ask that you provide me with the words to be able to articulate this message as best as possible, as well as clear anything standing in the way of that clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. We got a few. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. We got enough. We definitely got enough. All right, so underneath it all, let's see. I think it's the Ace of Cups if I'm not mistaken, but let me see 1 second. Let me straighten all this up. Perfect. So underneath it all, we do have the Ace of Cups, okay? So this is talking about some feel-good energy, right? You see how the smile just popped up on my face? I definitely feel like this is a feel-good season for you, Virgo. So pay attention to like making sure that you are vibrating on those high vibrational frequencies or within those high vibrational frequencies. Peace, love, freedom, joy, optimism, and things of that nature. Did I say love already? Love, most definitely, if I haven't said it already. But if I did, let me say it again and again, okay? Because that is one of the highest vibrational frequencies that a person can allow themselves to tap into. The Two of Disc in reverse shows up underneath that Ace. So there is some resistance, right, to you making the necessary changes that actually need to be made for you to be able to tap into this feel-good energy. And when I say change, like, don't be so afraid or worried or scared or nervous about nothing, because it can be small changes that you incorporate or that you implement initially, right? And those things can still make you feel better. And when I say small changes, like moving your furniture around, I know you like, that's not small. It really is. But moving your furniture around or moving a picture from one wall to the other or changing the colors that you wear, or you get what I'm saying? It can be something small. Like, it don't have to be like a real drastic type of change, right? And that will help you also like to come to a point of realization about other things. I'm real big on like clearing up your space, because like how you keep your space is pretty much a reflection of like your mind, how your mind shows up. So if you have a car, how do you keep your car? Is it clean? Your car, is it clean? Is it cluttered? You know, even your trunk, is it clean? Is it cluttered? What about your living space? Is it clean? Is it cluttered? Is it organized? Is it unorganized? You know, so stuff like that. When you look at how you keep your surroundings, it's pretty much a reflection of how your mind actually is, right? So pay attention to that moving forward. And that's just the underneath it all energy. Let's get into the energies that actually came out on the table, okay? Starting with this Ace of Wands. This is dope, right? Off the dribble, when you start with the Ace of Wands, you own to something, okay, Virgo? You're definitely on to something. So with that Ace of Wands, I do feel like there is something that you are passionate about, and whether you have already start putting in the necessary action, now, whether or not you have already start putting in the action towards that, now is the time, right? That alone will put you in that feel good energy, because you'll be like, dang, I'm really showing up for myself. I'm really doing what it takes. I'm really making the attempt. Like, I'm doing what I know I'm passionate about. And that alone just feels bomb. Okay? That alone just feels bomb. With the priestess showing up in reverse. Okay? I definitely feel like there are certain things that you are allowing yourself not to see, right? The truth about certain things. So when it comes to your passion, I don't know what has connected you to it, but there is still some truth that needs to be revealed. So be willing to, allow yourself to go through the necessary emotions, the emotional roller coaster, because it's like you're going to have these energies of fear, of being nervous, of feeling unsupported, and things of that nature, right? But once you actually accept it for what it is, and then I guess release the expectation of your family, your friends, and the other people who are close to you to be your biggest supporters, then you'll open space for people to start showing up and supporting you how you desire to be supported, right? But you just got to make sure that you're doing it for yourself first. um the Hierophant shows up, and the Hierophant shows up in reverse. And I feel like with this Hierophant, Virgo, you just got to really tap into yourself. Tap into yourself. Trust yourself. If God then gave you this vision, the Most High, the universe, whatever you identify that energy as, it has given you a vision, right? And now you're questioning it. Like, if you questioning that vision, don't question it. Just do your part to like figure out what you need to do in order for you to get into alignment with making it, like bringing this whole thing into fruition. You understand what I'm explaining? Because yes, you were given the vision, and no, you were not necessarily given the steps, but Spirit knows that you're smart enough. Okay, Spirit knows that, like, if you really want to do this, you're going to allow your intuition, your inner guidance system to lead you into the rightful places and spaces around the right people, that you are required to be around in order for you to evolve or elevate or progress through this particular journey when it comes to your passion, right? With the Four of Discs showing up, your power lies within, right? Like, there's power within you, your foundation. This is why they're telling you. This is why you're being called to like tap into your inner child and pay attention to your intuition. And I'm going to say that all the time when it comes to that Hierophant card, because that is the core. It gets you back to your core, right? And then once you start operating from a core space, like, the rest is unsaid. You understand what I'm explaining? So don't be so caught up in your feelings. Don't look at it in a negative sense that like, dang, my family and my friends ain't even supporting me. They won't even share a post, or they won't even talk about it like this. Like, it's cool, right? We're not taking anything personal. We are learning from it. We are recognizing that, okay, maybe in that last phase or that last chapter of my life, these people were necessary. But for where I am right now, I know that I have to grow beyond what I've been surrounding myself with or who I've been around, because it's more to it than what I've allowed myself to see. That's what it is, right? When I said there's something that you ain't really allowing yourself to see, there's more to it than you've allowed yourself to see, right? Billions and billions and billions and billions of people in the world, the people that you know on a personal level, they don't even put a dent in that number. You understand? So just think about it like that, if you may. Like, start being okay with the expansion, right? With expanding yourself into different places and spaces, into thinking different ways or doing different things, because listen, it's necessary. You got to control your mind with this Prince of Swords showing up. Again, same scenario, right? And this, what I'm speaking on, don't have to be the exact scenario that you have going on, but the energy from it, you can relate to what I'm explaining. And at this point, if you do relate to it, or you can, if it resonates with you, make sure you leave me a comment. But control your mind. Do not allow your mind to control you. And it's just as simple as that. they're like the negative thoughts, they're gonna pop up. They're going to come where you're gonna feel like people acting funny or they doing things that they not supposed to be doing or whatever it is, right? But in all honesty, everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to happen, okay? Because it's teaching you something. It's helping you like broaden your horizons. And even though initially you may feel some type of way, or you may feel discouraged, or you may feel disappointed, you may feel disregarded, right? In a sense, because should I show up for everybody else? Why don't nobody show up for me? Because y'all, it's levels to this, right? It's a different level, and y'all are not on the same path. But I want you to understand that this is a part of your rebirth, right? You're no longer who you were then. You are being born into something and or somebody else from this moment, like moving forward. From this moment moving forward, you're not the person that you used to be. Okay? And that's something to feel good about. Even though initially, like, it may feel kind of, nerve-wracking, bittersweet even, but you are going through a rebirth. So some of those people, some of those people are not going to be in a position to be able to move forward with you, right? Because they have to go through their own shit at their own time. You have to go through whatever it is that you have to go through on your own time or in your own time. And there is no right time or no wrong time. Whenever it starts to happen, that's what it is and that's what it needs to be. So whatever this Ace of Wands is showing up for, like I said, it's something about you that you are passionate about, something that you want to start tapping into if you haven't already, and it's looking mighty fine for you, okay? If you can align yourself with just think about it. Let me complete my last statement. If you can align yourself with feeling how you want to feel through the process, then you will attract the things that help you get into that place, right? So now think about it. Think about how you would actually want to feel when you are operating, like working on your passion. Everything is just smooth, like you don't have a care or a worry in the world for real. You know at a certain point that there are multiple solutions to any problem that presents itself, and so on and so forth. Relationships thriving, money doing this thing, the energy is just A1. How does that feel for you? Right? Like, how does that feel for you? And that's what you want to allow yourself to start tapping into, because then you'll get more of the visions and more of the ideas or the downloads that will push you into that space of operating at your best. Operating at your best. So allow the rebirth to happen. Don't take it personal, like I said. Once again, if you could relate to this message, or if it resonates with you in any type of way, shape, or form, leave me a comment. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, okay? And I will catch you later. Peace.